Facciamo seconda. Good timing.
Okay guys, let's make a start. So this week we're looking at chest and upper back. So we've been doing our series of the full body MOT, and this is where we've arrived. And we've explored this a little bit when we did side body strength, talking about breath and posture and how that affects our energy and our mood and our health. But this is more kind of honed in on the relationship between vulnerability and strength. So actually, they come hand in hand. It takes a lot of courage sometimes to be soft and gentle and loving when automatically you want to make me defensive or angry. And that's where this arena is kind of held in the body. Again, biomechanically, it's very connected to heart health, breath, and your when it's because it's your heart, it's sort of how we love, how we protect ourselves. So we're going to have a nice balance of both vulnerability and strength in our movement today. So we're going to build a little bit of strength, and we're going to do a lot of opening and releasing and softening at the same time. Okay, that's the long and short bit all. So let's find a nice comfortable seat. It can look like me, or however you like, legs outstretched, block, blanket, however you feel most comfortable. And just start by shuffling around on those sit bones and finding a nice strong foundation there at the bottom of your body. And then start to align your body, so bringing shoulders over hips, spine nice and tall, rolling your shoulders up and down your back body to open your heart. And I'd really emphasise that today. Think about opening, drawing the shoulder blades together a little bit, and then just sort of relax and let them slide down. Soft arms. Relax your face and start to take those deeper, longer, slower breaths than you normally would. Just bring your body, your energy, your mind and everything else into your practice, into the present moment. And allow yourself to arrive in your session this morning, letting go of anything you did before here, anything that's happening after. Just taking your time to do that. And as you breathe, take a little scan through your body from the top of your head down into the tips of your toes. You can do this really slowly, really carefully. And we're just welcoming everything here, welcoming all messages, all sensations, emotions, memories, whatever jumps out at you or doesn't jump out at you. Taking it all in, things that feel quiet, further away, softer, more distant, detached, but also things that are loud, injuries, illnesses, aches and pains, or big emotions. And try and hold all of it together. So you don't need to hold one and then the other. You can just feel all of that, like you're the container of it all. Continuing those long, deep, slow breaths. And as you breathe out, begin to release any tension from the jaw, the brow, maybe your scalp, neck, places that you hold it and you don't realise. For some of us, it's our tummy, our glutes, our fingertips, maybe even gripping in the feet. So just spend some time breathing out and letting go of any tension in your body, anything that might get in the way of you releasing what you need to today. And then float this little practice of observation to your mind. So looking down into your mind and just noticing thoughts, images, distractions, whatever's contained within the realm of your mind. And we're just spending some time watching, just like you watch clouds float through the sky. You don't need to analyse them, know why they're there. like I open with courage and support. I open with courage and support. But it can be whatever you like. Just repeat it 3 times in your mind. I know that that's going to do its work in the background. And let's start with our gentle warm-up, the way we always do. This is a nice little free flow, so feel free to move however you like, or you can follow my rough guide. And you can start maybe with your head and neck, or another part of your body. You can roll it around and look up and down, look side to side, whatever you want. Try not to worry about it being a yoga movement, or even a movement you've done before. Just be led by your body, how your body is feeling and what it's asking for. Down into the shoulders, rolling, shrugging, shaking. Into the rib cage again, rolling it around. You can open and close, slide side to side. Flip it over. Now we've just had our summer solstice. Was that last Saturday? And for many of us, that can give us a lot more energy and life, but for some of us, it actually creates a little bit of burnout. So you might notice that your body's feeling a little bit stiff and achy and sore. It's completely normal. So I'm also working just to balance that energy a little bit this morning, bringing in more sort of water element components to soothe our inner fire, which is probably really burnt out after this week. Coming down into the pelvis. You can tip it, tuck it, roll around, shift your weight around. And then taking a nice deep breath, reach your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, float your fingers through the air and start to explore the space around you, particularly focusing on the cooling sensation of your palms and your fingertips. And you can think about here this being your aura, your energy body. And you're just moving out any energy that you don't want in this space and putting a nice healthy boundary around you. You can fill this space however you like. Bring in more of the energy that you feel like you need. And notice how your spine is going to move as you move your arms. So it might be a side bend, a little twist. You might want to come forwards or backwards. And you might want to give your legs a nice big stretch out. You can move on your toes, roll your ankles, bounce your knees up and down. And then you can have a nice stretch, thinking about your body as a whole this time rather than individual parts. With your legs outstretched, how does your body want to be stretched? coming back to the seat which we started. Let's make a start on our movement practice this morning. So bring that alignment back in, stacking your joints, spine nice and tall. You're kind of soft but seated upright. We're going to begin some sun breaths. So bring your palms together, your thumbs onto your breastbone. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, open your arms and bring them behind the centre line of your body. That's it. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. So you're really squeezing your shoulder blades together at the back there. What we want to think about, like I said with our theme, is strength and vulnerability. Building that strength at the back of your body, the upper back, and opening your ribs into that vulnerable position. You'll notice a lot of animals do this. They bare their chests when they trust you. Bringing in. Working with your breath here so you can speed this up, slow this down. It's up to you. Take one more round for me, in and out. And then come back to the centre. Just rest, relax the elbows. You can close your eyes here. Just let your breath settle, let your energy settle. Take a moment to check in. Lovely. Rest your hands on your thighs for me. So we're going to take a side bend, but I'm going to break it down into little parts. So we're focusing on this rib cage area here. So I'm going to go right first. You can either mirror me or do what I'm doing. It's up to you. So we're going to slide our rib cage over. I'm trying to think of a metaphor. Say you were trying to knock something off of a shelf just using your rib cage. You're just laterally moving it over as far as it will go first. Then you're going to tip it down towards your hip, and as you tip it down, your arm's going to come down. Now you might not get your forearm on the floor, maybe it's your hand and a straight arm. So it was a slide over and then a tip down, and as you come down, forearm on the floor or just your hand, and this arm is going to come up. Just breathe naturally for me. So this hand is now pointing right up to the sky. Let's peel it back a bit, so you're almost sending it to the back of your mat there or the wall behind you, opening as you inhale. Exhale, kind of dive this arm over, and just touch your knee or the floor. Inhale, open, peel it back. And then exhale, dive that arm over the rainbow and down onto the floor. That's it. Let's do that a couple more times. Lovely. Last time. Bring your arm back up, just pointing up to the sky, straight out of your shoulder joint there. Press into that forearm or that hand and bring your ribs back into that neutral position in the centre, aligned with your spine. And we're going to do that on the other side now. So relax your shoulders, relax your shoulder blades. Slide your rib cage as far over to the left as it will go. Then tip it down, so it's kind of like an arc. Tip your rib down towards your rib and your hips, and open your arm out to the sky. Take a few moments here and then we'll begin our breath work. So inhale, peel it back. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, peel it back. Exhale, dive it down. Do 2 more rounds. Lovely. And then bring it back up to the sky. Press into your supporting hand or your forearm or both, and come back into a neutral spine. Let's take a few shoulder rolls just to release, or a shrug or a shake, whatever feels right. You're going to come onto all fours, so walk your hands forward, untuck your feet at the back, and then bring your knees underneath your hips, your hands underneath your shoulders. Now press your shoulders away from your ears, Spine nice and long, and there's a little bit of pressure into your hands and the tops of your feet here. Gently drawing the navel in towards the spine. Okay, nice long spine. If it gets too much for anyone on their wrists, you can bring your hands up onto blocks and just kind of flop your wrists off the ends, or punched fists is easier for some people too. Okay, so again, I'm going for my right side. It doesn't matter which side you do, because you're going to do the other one. I'm going to bring my right hand behind my head, and we want to keep it parallel to the earth, so it's not flopping down here, and it's not right back here. It's parallel, straight out. Take a deep breath in, and you're going to peel that elbow and turn the body to the side. Exhale, bring your elbow back down to where it was and through, so you're pointing to the opposite wall now. That's it. Inhale, elbow up to the sky. Exhale, bring it down and through, point it to the wall. Perfect. Let's do that maybe 2 or 3 more times. Your breath, your body. Slow it down, speed it up, whatever you want. Lovely. Come back to neutral with your hand facing the floor. Bring it down if you need to. Back onto the heels, shake it out. Then you're going to come back onto all fours. Reposition. Bring your left hand behind your head. Same thing. So inhaling, elbow up to the sky. Exhale down and through. Almost like you could shoot a bullet out your elbow into the wall. Inhale up. Need to work on my metaphors. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Lovely. Couple more times. Bring it back to neutral and then back down onto the floor. If you need to shake out, do so now. So here we're just going to briefly come into puppy pose. We're going to do this as our yin posture. It's called melting heart in yin. So this is your little practice round to see which one you're going to pick later maybe. So with puppy pose, there's a couple of ways you can do it. I'll demonstrate first. So from here, the aim is to keep your hips stacked over your knees at all times, so you're not bringing your hips forward. You're going to slide your arms out and just let your chin and chest drop. If that's too much, slide out a little bit and then make a shelf with your hand and just bring your head down. And the idea here is that the chest really dips towards the floor. You can maybe do it on the wall, Helen, so if you put your hands up in a V shape on the wall and just let your, maybe a bit higher with the hands, that's it, and just drop your chest. Perfect. Let's just take a few breaths here, maybe 3 or 4 rounds. Opening the heart, breathing deeply. And then when you're ready, start to bend those elbows, walk your hands back in. We're going to come all the way back and just take a little back bend to reset. Lovely. And then we're going to walk forward again and come this time, come all the way down with the hips. Relax them down and come into Sphinx pose. So your elbows are on the floor, that's it. Shoulder blades together. Really pull those shoulders away from your ears and open your heart. Think about that rib cage being open and the back being strong and engaged. Big deep breath. You're going to lower yourself all the way down. Bring your arms behind you. And we're just going to practice raising one leg and then the other. And I want you to think about moving your legs through the air in a straight line. So your feet are about hip width distance apart, maybe a little narrower. It's up to you, depends on your body. And you can have your chin or your forehead on the floor, or you can even have your head turned to one side if that doesn't feel right. So breathing in, just raise your left leg up towards the sky. Try not to tilt on the hips. Keep full contact with the mat. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale the right leg. Exhale, lower it down. And again, inhale left leg. See if you can go a little higher, hold it a little longer. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale the opposite. Exhale down. Now both legs together if you can, if not stick with one leg and then the other. Keep it up in the air this time, so breathe naturally. You're going to peel your chest and chin from the floor and raise your arms back like kind of Superman. Can I wait for Superman to do this? Who does it? A plane? Call it Superman. Call it Superman. It's still Superman. I'm trying to distract you, I don't know if you can tell. Breathe, breathe, and then when you're ready, exhale, release it down. This time you're going to do that all in one piece, so arms, legs, chin and chest all come up together. Big breath in. Breathe naturally at the top, maybe 2 or 3 rounds. And then when you're ready, all the way back down, release. Bring your hands to the front, rest your forehead. Relax your glutes, let your belly be soft. Totally release and surrender here after that little period of tension. Now bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press up, move through all 4s, or you can come straight up into a downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, press your heart towards the floor, paddle the feet, shake the hips, really, really melt that heart down and lift your hips up. When you're ready, bring your right leg up, just level with your hip. It doesn't have to go up to the sky today. And then you're going to bend that knee, tuck it underneath your body really, really slowly, and bring it to the front. Pop your foot down. You might have to do that 4 or 5 hops. Lovely. And for those of you that are okay on your knees, you're going to drop down into a low lunge. If that doesn't feel right, come up into a high lunge or even have your legs straight, okay? So there's options there. Straight legs, high lunge, or low lunge, whatever you fancy. So those of you down here, tuck your hips a little bit for me, okay? Your knees tracking over your ankle. It's not back, it's not forward, or whatever feels safe for you. So inhale, swoop your arms up. Exhale, lean back and drop your arms down. Grab them. And you're going to pull them down onto your glutes. Breathe normally. A little bit of a balance test here. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath in to prepare. As you exhale, lean forward and lift your arms up. Inhale down. Lean back. Exhale, fold forward. Arms up to the sky. Inhale back. Exhale down. Stay down here, just take a few breaths. And then when you're ready, release your hands and bring them back down onto the earth. You're going to swap sides, so either step your leg, or if you're standing, just change them over. That's it. You might want to come back to the centre first and then swap. So check your alignment here, knee over ankle, hips tucked under. You're going to come into kneeling up position. That's it, perfect. Breathing in, sweep your arms, lean back, open your heart. Exhale, drop the arms down, grab them, clasp them. Breathe naturally, pulling your hands underneath your glutes, sending your hips and your heart forward. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Deep breath in to prepare. And as you exhale, lean forward, bringing your body towards your thigh and lifting your hands up, up, up to the sky, or however high you go. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Really grip with your toes. Ooh. and release your hands down to the floor. Step your knee back briefly, or pop your hands down on the earth. You're going to come straight back into that downwards facing dog. So press your heart down, paddle your feet, bottom sky high and chest low. That's what we want. Draw that navel in. Doesn't matter if your knees are bent. It's more about getting that chest low and the hips high. This time you're going to bring your right, did I say right last time? Left leg level with your left hip. The opposite leg to whichever you did. And you're going to swoop it under just the same. So bend that knee, tuck it under, slowly bring it as far as you can towards the top of the mat. And then pop your foot down. This time we're coming up into warrior one. So plant that back foot. Back leg is straight. We want our hips facing forwards. That's it, so front leg bent, back leg straight, hips forwards. Inhale your arms up just like you did before. And exhale them down behind you. Coming back, leaning back. That's it. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up, this time hold it there, hold down, breathe naturally, bring your arms up to the sky, palms facing forward, and then you're going to exhale, squeeze your elbows into your waist, that's it, inhale prayer, exhale squeeze into the waist, keep going. Hold those cactus arms for me, breathe, breathe, breathe. Then you're going to turn into a warrior two. So hips face the long edge of the mat. This leg is turned out, this leg shines forwards or somewhere in between. Open your arms out, level with your shoulders. Roll your shoulder blades down your back body and look over that bent leg. Take some deep breaths. Now slide your back arm down the back straight leg. Bring your palm up and over into a back bend. And then back into warrior two. Inhale back. Exhale, open into warrior two. Inhale back. Exhale, open into warrior two. Hold that back bend for me for a couple of breaths. Sink into the feet, open it, warrior two. This time, keeping your body facing the side, you're going to bring your hands behind your head. You can stay here if you want to, or take a big deep breath to prepare. Exhale, you're going to bring that knee down, your elbow down to the front knee, and come back up. So just a few little side crunches there. Exhale, tap the knee or the thigh, or just as close as you can get. Lovely. One more, and then you're going to open out back into that warrior two. Turn your back foot in, come back through warrior one. Step the feet together. Step the opposite leg back. Warrior one, back leg straight, front leg bent. There can be a bit of a turn out in that back foot. Your heel is down, your back leg is straight, and there's equal power. Both legs, hips forward. Inhale up, lean back. Exhale, bring your arms down and clasp your hands. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bend forwards. Inhale up and back. Inhale down. Exhale back. This time hold it there for a couple of breaths. Breathe naturally, bring your arms up, palms facing the front, exhale down, inhale up. Anyone else sweating? Yes. Exhale down. Who said yoga was relaxing, huh? Inhale up. Okay, relaxing's hard, right? It's modern life. One more time up. This time hold your elbows in that cactus arm position and just stay there for a couple of breaths, keeping that tension, heart shining forwards. Beautiful. Turn your back foot out. Hips face to the side now. Press that knee open. Just check it's striking over your ankle. Change the position of your feet if you need to whatever suits you. Arms out. Level with the shoulder. Roll your shoulders up and down your back body. Beautiful. We'll take our humble warrior. So slide that arm down your back leg. Arm comes up and over. Lean back. Open it out. Lean back. Breathing in. Exhale. Come back into warrior two. Hold that back bend for me for a couple of breaths. Powering through both feet. And then when you're ready, back into warrior two. Hands behind the head. Deep breath in, tall spine to repair. Exhale, crunch it down on one side. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch it. Keep it all lateral movement. Try not to crush in the chest. Lovely. Come back up. Turn your heel so that your hips now track to the front. Front leg is bent. Back into warrior one. Step your feet together. Bring your arms down. So you should be at the top of your mat. If you're not, just take a few little steps. And we're going to vinyasa into a down dog. And then I'm going to show you dolphin pose, which is in essence down dog on your elbows. That's not for you today, just stay in your regular down dog. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, swan dive down, lean the chin and chest. Release halfway, let your head drop, let your arms dangle. Come up halfway, pressing into the shins or the thighs. Exhale, bend your knees and plant your palms. You're going to step one leg back and then the other into a high armed plank. So leave your bottom in line and then straight up into a down dog. So press your heart down, lift your hips up, let your heels drop. Now from here, if you want to, you're going to bend your elbows and pop them on the floor, keeping those hips lifting high, letting your heart come down even lower. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So I've made kind of triangle here, putting one hand onto the other. You can do your version of this. You can clasp your hands and keep your hands apart. Few more deep breaths for me. Then you're going to drop the knees. Come back onto your bottom and heels, and then swivel around as we're coming onto the floor. I need some water. I need to have a lie down. Which is why I positioned this pose right here. So come down, onto your spine, shoulders away from the ears, hips tucked under, feet about hip width distance apart, and you can have your hands down by your sides for now. So we're going to come up into our bridge pose, and from there we're going to take some arm movements. So if at any point, squeeze any glutes up towards the sky, gets too much, you're just going to pop your bottom back down on the floor and do the arm movements. We are going to come up and down in between. So squeeze up on the pelvic floor, draw it up and into the body. Start to tuck your hips and squeeze your glutes and send them up towards the sky. Lovely straight line from the top of your head into your knees. You want your knees pushing away from your head as far as possible. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bring your arms up, palms facing each other, fingertips towards the sky. Deep breath in. We're going to open our arms, bringing the backs of the hands out and down to the floor. Exhale, back together. Inhale this time, arms come up to the top of the mat. Exhale, bring them back up. So opportunity to drop your bottom here if you want to. You're going to and then back up, or you can just stay up. Inhale, open. Exhale, back to neutral in the middle. Inhale, top of the mat. Exhale, back to the side. Drop the bottom or stay there. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, top of the mat. Exhale, back up. Let's do 2 more rounds. Lovely. Roll back down through the spine. Release your glutes, release your pelvic floor. Knees onto the chest. Give your knees a big hug, squeeze them down, wrap your arms around them. Turn your head side to side to release the neck. Grab hold of your knees and circle them round and round. Drawing a big circle with both knees, any direction you like, just massaging the base of the spine here. And then around the other way. Back to neutral. We have one more challenge and then you can relax. Bring your hands to the backs of your thighs. You're going to start to roll up and down your spine, giving it a nice big massage before you come up, and then come up. Perfect. Briefly back through all fours. You're going to come all the way down onto the floor again. Release your hips and your hands at this time at the back, just like they were before. Resting on the chin and the forehead or the side of the face. Relax your glutes. Try and keep your feet more together, so there might be sort of a big toe-sized gap between them. If that doesn't work, don't worry about it, they can go nice and wide, it's just whatever feels safe in your body. You're going to bend in your right leg towards your glute, and then exhale, bring it down. Bend in the left towards the glute, heel in towards your bottom, and then exhale it back down. Let's do that again on the side. You all guess what's coming? Yeah. Let's both pose. Okay, both legs in together. And back down. And again, one more time. Okay, so remember guys, you can stay with this. This is a little tricky on the knees, so be super careful. If you have any injuries, you can just continue to bend your legs. Let them flop in towards your glutes. You don't have to go any further than that. If you're joining me, you're going to bring your right foot towards your glute as far as possible. You're going to reach back and grab it if you can. If you can't, don't worry. You can just sort of aim for it. And that could be your position. When you're ready, you're going to half into half bow. So you're going to lift your chin and chest and bring that knee off of the ground, pushing your foot into your hand. Okay, well done. Keep breathing. Come down, fully release and relax, and then do that on the opposite side. So try not to let your knee flare out to the